Welcome to the Hockey Weekly Wrap. Thanks to JDH supporting Australian hockey from grassroots to grandstands, and we're going to go through all the big matchups from round one of the season. And first up, Friday night, Kin, that was a big game.
Absolutely, and what an occasion. HC Melbourne going down to the Apple Isle. Victories for both their sides, but such close games, and with some players coming in and out, I think Tassie are going to have a successful next few weeks. I think there's a lot for them to build on. They'll get 3 of their Kookaburras back, but a great start for HC Melbourne in this season of the JDH Hockey 1.
It was a 2-0 sweep, wasn't it, for Hockey Club Melbourne, so it really couldn't go much better.
Certainly, and it was penalty corner dominance here. Damon Steffens, Cooper Burns, and then Nathan Ephraim's getting his last touch, so his opening goal of the campaign here.
Let's go to Perth as well now. On Saturday, they took on the Canberra Chill, and also in the man started things off the right way. Yeah, well, James Day, the recruit for the Perth Thundersticks, it really was his game, and he was lethal from the top of the circle, and then also played in his teammate Tom Wickham. And Canberra Chill, look at this goal from Ben Staines. That doesn't have to be complicated, simple, collaborating with Connor Tuddenham, but just not enough. Canberra Chill was a lot to like about how they played, but the Perth Thundersticks hoping to go one better in this season. And of course, on Sunday, the Adelaide Fire hosted the Brisbane Blaze at Mate Stadium, and boy, didn't the Queenslanders put on a show.
It was a scintillating performance, and it really was the combination of their veteran stars, the like of Jacob Anderson, Jacob Wetton, but also 4 debutants, which is the exciting side of Matthew Wells' team. And Diarmaid Chappell, one of those that got a hat-trick on debut, combining with Jacob Anderson and others. It was a total team performance.
10 goals they put past them. They'll be having fans looking at the record books, that's for sure. Here's the ladder, and no surprises there. The goal difference sees the Blaze on top.
Certainly, although they go to New South Wales, or they welcome New South Wales next week to Brizzy, so that's going to be a clash that people are going to look forward to.
Absolutely, and let's look now as well at the women's side, starting off on Friday night in Tassie, and it was a tight victory to Hockey Club Melbourne.
Certainly 1-0, and that was the only goal of the game. The conversion for Joanne Peters from the penalty corner early in the first quarter. It was, on the whole, from possession statistics, HC Melbourne's day, but the Tassie Tigers, those ladies just have a habit of hanging around and causing upsets, so a lot to work on for Dan Mitchell and his team, but I think the Tassie Tigers will be happy about how they wore the storm of those penalty corners.
Absolutely. Hockey Club Melbourne and the women's definitely a powerful outfit, no doubt about that. And speaking of, the Perth Thundersticks, always a challenge.
Certainly, and this was one of the goals of the tournament so far, and a great strike by Nasia Flynn. There's so much to like about this Perth Thundersticks team, and they were consistent against the Canberra Chill. The Canberra Chill, I think, are really going to build into the tournament. The inclusion of their international stars, it might take a game or two for them to gel, but I think they're going to have a big say towards the end of the tournament. They were so close to so many really good opportunities. Lauren Yee really starting to become a factor, so close to a couple of goals and positive play.
And let's look lastly as well at the Adelaide Fire and the Brisbane Blaze. This one was a little tighter than the scoreline suggests.
Certainly the scoreline not reflecting the game. It was the fourth quarter really that did it for the Brisbane Blaze. They managed to grind their way through. But the Adelaide Fire, so much to like. Positivity and aggression in their forward half. Unlucky not to get on the scoreboard. I think Hugh Purvis's team are similar. They had a great game plan. What a strike by Jodie Kenny. Welcome back to one of Australia's favourites, but a closer game than what the scoreline predicted.
A dominant afternoon from the Brisbane Blaze. It sees them placed pretty well in the ladder, top of the table in both the men's and women's.
Certainly, and they'll welcome the New South Wales Pride again, and a replay of the grand final from last year, so really looking forward to that one.
And let's look as well now at the One Hockey ladder, of course, the aggregate between both the men's and women's competitions, Kin.
Yeah, a great new initiative, and it's on goal difference that the Brisbane Blaze sit firmly atop of that.
And Perth and Hockey Club Melbourne, no surprises there. The 2 clubs in the top 3 as well. Let's look at round 2, and there's some good matchups here to look forward to.
Certainly, it starts Friday night at the Melbourne Sports Centre in Parkville. HC Melbourne welcoming the Adelaide Fire. The first up is the women's game on 7+, the new home of hockey, and I think Adelaide Fire will firmly have this one circled as an opportunity to get their first goals and points of the competition. HC Melbourne, they'll welcome the men's side. Adelaide Fire looking to bounce back. I think there's a lot of development in this Fire side. There's absolutely no chance that the Melbourne side will be taking them lightly.
Absolutely. Perth Thundersticks, of course, will have the week off in round 2. We'll see them again in round 3, but looking forward to bringing this all to you live on 7 Sport, of course, the new home of hockey in Australia. So that is all we have for your Hockey Weekly Wrap. Thanks to JDH, supporting Australian hockey from grassroots to grandstands. We'll see you next time.